All right, guys, thank you for joining me tonight. Let's get the sound check out of the way and then move right along. Of course, Dan Phillips is like 6x6. Yeah, if I'm not mistaken, someone was asking Prep to Adapt is Sarita. I think that's her YouTube channel, if I'm not mistaken. So, Mr. Landfill, thank you for the 5x5. I am an anti-chipper. I think South Florida, I think all of us that are here are anti-chippers for the most part. So, Adriana, thank you for joining us, and thank you for the FBJ. Joe, Patty, Aunt Esther, Beef and Chicken, Lisa, South Florida, Adriana again, Loretta, Lisa, thank you for the 5x5. ABC Patriot, thank you for the 5x556. Colleen, WTC, Saz20, Wolfgang, thank you for the 5x5. William, thank you for the 17x76. Prep to Adapt, Okikon, Tracy, thank you for the 5x5. Anarchy Coming, Tina, Flown Grown, thank you for the 5x5. Chris, thank you for the 2x4 wood. Warden, Randy, thank you for the 5x5. Finley the Dog, William, Darcy, Stephen, thank you for the 5x5. Scorpion, thank you for the 8x8. Henry, thank you for the 5x5. Cat Lady, and okay, Rebecca, Chris, thank you for the 5x5. I don't know who the hell that is. Thank you for the 7.62 by 51. What does that mean? What name is that? Anyway, Carrie, thank you for the 5x5. Husky, thank you for the 7 by 762 by 39. What are those measurements to home? Anyway, guys, thank you for pro chippers. Very good sci-fi. So anyway, jump right into it. TNT and Dobie, thank you for the 5x5. And the Rooster, thank you for the 5x5. Thank you for the 5x5. So, is a 308. Randy said, is a 308. Don't know what that means. I should just mind my business when it comes to this chat bullshit. So, clearly, guys, not clearly, but I think the stage is being set for anti-chippers. I don't need. First of all, it's not really a thing. I'm going to get into why it's not. This is an article that's been floating around by a magazine called IQFY. IQFY magazine. They're Seattle based, so that says enough. Out of Washington State. Anyway, this author of the article states that anti-chippers are the next anti-vax, right? So, of course, I look into this article, and it's just one article. And it's just one jerk off that everybody, not everybody, but a lot of people were circulating that article around. They were sitting there going, I can't believe this. So I think what they're doing, they're just setting the stage right now. So is this a real fight? It definitely will be a fight in the near future. Especially, this is going to be one of those issues that are going to split families in half. I can see. Not many, but it's going to split families in half. Rebecca, Angryprepper at yahoo.com. If you're going to send me an article, Angryprepper at yahoo.com. Thank you. So, Storm Chaser's like, I am anti-chip. I don't like Doritos. So, yeah, guys, it's just a new, anti-arm ticket, right? And them setting the stage for it is so that there can definitely be contention and or problems in the near future. Now, like I said, I could see this splitting families up. Absolutely, I could see some idiot in the family, wife or husband, or maybe even, at this point, maybe even the kids, being like, "I want to be chipped so my life could be so much easier." So now they are selling you the microchipping is going to be easier because it's going to allow for certain things, which everybody knows what a chip is going to do. I should throw this fucking watch across the room. Sorry. And with the chip, there's a lot of things you can do. Open your door, open your car door, possibly start your car, change the settings on your phone, activate your phone, make a phone call from your phone without actually touching your phone, going to the dentist, going to the doctor, going on the airplane, checking in at a hotel, going to get food, buying shit, even buying shit at your home, scanning your hand on your computer to make that Amazon purchase happen. The chipping has endless possibilities. Now, one side of me likes a lot of those possibilities. That's one side. But the freedom side of me, the American side of me, is like, no, a hard pass. Because with all of those amenities, if you will, in this chip, or having a chip in your hand, or wherever the hell it's going to be, with all of those amenities comes the big privacy issue. Now, of course, when you read any article about chipping, they will tell you they're not trying to track you. They're not trying to track your productivity if you're at work. They just want to make sure, they just want your life to be easier. I don't know why using a chip to open a door is easier, because God forbid you take your keys out and open the door the regular way. God forbid you take your keys and start your car, or just have your fob in the car and start your car that way. Nope, they want you to scan your hand and get your car started that way. So endless possibilities with this, guys. I mean, there's so many things you could possibly in the future, probably not in our lifetime, but high five somebody with a chip and you guys transfer information, phone information, emails, you name it, transfer back and forth by a high five, because white people love giving each other high fives. That's going to be the way you activate the chip. And yeah, so now with all of that being said, of course, this, again, moron in the IQFY magazine goes out on the limb with this article making wild accusations about the people who don't want the chips. Apparently, those of us who don't want it, we are Trump supporters. We are anti-arm ticket. We love freedom. Apparently, loving freedom is a problem, and loving free speech is a problem. Now, by the way, guys, I have to state, I'm going to state this now. I'm going to state it again a little later. Tonight on the Angry Truth channel, we're going to talk about a huge game changer that just came up a day ago. Maybe yesterday, if I'm not mistaken. And this is big for YouTube. So, and it's actually good for people who lost their channels. So definitely tune in to that later tonight at 10:10. Everybody who pulls baffles out of their fucking cars, I so badly want their car to explode. Not with them in it, it's just their car to explode. You know, this is so annoying. So this big news, if you will, it's a win-win for everybody who lost a channel and lost income because you were demonetized. So again, tune in later tonight at 10:10 on the Angry Truth channel. Angry Truth channel? Yeah, sounds weird. When I say it out loud, it sounds weird. And I say it in my videos. Thank you for watching the Angry Truth channel. I guess, whatever. So, guys, back to the video at hand. So, and my mother Spark, 5'4" is not short. I thought you were going to say some crazy shit like 5 feet or 4'11". 5'4" is not that short. But anyway, that being said, guys, my mother Spark has a gathering next week. I've been meaning to mention it and I forgot, so I apologize for that. But next week, between October 13 or 14 at Blackwater Bungalow, she has a get-together, and I'm going to be there. I'm hoping to be there. I'm in the middle of another situation right now. That's fucking unreal. But nonetheless, I shall be there. Or hopefully I shall be there. But nonetheless, it's a good gathering for preppers to make it. We got to start supporting a lot of these prepper events. I know a lot of people don't like to, because I know people don't want to meet other weirdos like us. but it's usually a good time, man. I haven't been to one that was like a disaster. I not jinxing this one, but um, you messed that. She goes, no worry, you messed that all up. I'm pretty sure I did. But yeah, October 13th, not 13th to the 14th. Sorry. Let me get that right. It's not the 3rd. I think it's the 13th to the 15th. 13th to the 15th. And you can go on her channel and find out the exact times. And more information, contact my mother Spark for more information. Blackwater, birds and bees? It says bungalows on the internet, man. Hold on. Wait, did I do that on here? I did it on here. Oh, it says Blackwater, birds and bees. Ah, okay. Sorry. But I got Blackwater bungalows and whatever. Doesn't matter. For more information on that, and it's the name of the website is called Hip Camp, whatever. For more information, please contact my mother Spark for the info. So anyway, guys, I'm gonna read some of the article, right? So this is a new issue that's starting to gain momentum. I don't know why it is. I mean, the whole chipping thing, guys, it's been around for almost 20 years, if not a little longer than that, right? It just it's starting to take roots now. But the microchipping people has been around for 20 years or so, and about the same for dogs, right? So initially, the chipping thing was meant for people. They started chipping dogs first, and then they go, wow, we could do people. Now, people are putting it in the weirdest spots in their hands. I mean, this is like the media part of your hand, and people are putting it there, but I could have sworn I saw a guy putting it in his finger. I don't fucking know why. I don't know if he wants to ET phone home and touch the screen or some shit. Who knows? But it's supposed to go in the media hand here. With that being said, there was a family about 10 years ago, maybe 15 years ago. I want to say Wisconsin or Wyoming, one of those W-sounding conservative states, not Washington, but Wyoming or Wisconsin. And this family was microchipped, and the town was microchipped, was outfitted for them. So what they were doing is the family was all microchipped up. They were the first family in this town to do it, and then other people started following. But anyway, so this family does it, and they go around town doing their shopping, eating, and everything else, using the chip on their hand to pay for everything, going to the doctor. They hit the doctor's little pad thing, and their medical information came up. They went to the dentist, their dental information came up. And so it was pretty easy going in that town. And they were ranting and raving about it, and then more people in town started doing this microchipping. I cannot find that article, but I remember that the family, it was like the whitest family of America, you know. I even think the dog was microchipped, but whatever. So that started back then. That was probably about 10, 15 years ago. And now, well, people are microchipping themselves, and there's a company called Dangerous something or other, and they had, I could pull up the name right now. Dangerous. They're offering an RFID microchip that you can buy and then sync with stuff in your home. Why would you do that? Nonetheless, the company's called Dangerous Things, and they're selling these RFID chip devices. You would normally go to like a tattoo parlor or something. They'll do it for you. They have to be outfitted to do it, but nonetheless, they can do it as well. And the Dangerous Things company, they had a warning for their customer, and the warning is this device has not been tested or certified by any regulatory agency for implementation or use inside the human body. Use of this device is strictly at your own risk. So why sell it? They said the worst thing that can happen to you is you get an infection or the thing doesn't work, and if it doesn't work, you got to get it pulled out again. Now, the article writes, and this is the opening statement to the article, whether you like it or not, you will get a microchip implant. And if you don't, we'll convince your children to get the microchip implants. This is from the author. And if that gives you any sort of feeling besides joy, then you're probably an anti-Semitic conspiracy theorist because there's nothing nefarious about microchip implants. Microchip implants will become a normal part of everyday life and it will be nothing but a net positive for humans. Again, this is from the article and the author from the IQFY magazine. So, of course, this article opens up super aggressive. And looking at it, I'm like, why would you sit there and say because somebody doesn't want a foreign body inside their body, tongue twister, they're labeling you anti-Semitic conspiracy theorists. How are you anti-Semitic? Where the hell did that come from? Why did this moron call somebody or call anybody who's thinking opposite him or her anti-Semitic? Now, I couldn't find the article, but I found traces of the article. I went onto IQFY's page, and I still couldn't find the article. So it was definitely there. It might have been taken down. That website, if you will, or that magazine is a very liberal-esque, stupid, moronic magazine. They talk about the dumbest shit on there. They will talk like an article I read. Who had the biggest vagina? Don't know why that was on there. Nonetheless, it was on there. And like the guy I am, I clicked onto it. Supposedly it was some lady from the 20s who was like 7'1", 350 pounds. I read the article. I'm ashamed to say I read the article, but stupid articles on it. Anyway, so I couldn't find that article. But to sit there and then call the person a conspiracy theorist, there's a lot of logic, not conspiracy theories, but logic to why you don't want to get chipped. I don't feel like I should have any object in my fucking body. I really don't, man. I don't think I should have, something that's eventually going to turn around and track you. Because that's what the government is always going to want to do. They're always going to want to fucking track you. And I don't understand why. So, again, guys, this is sort of like setting the stage and getting people amped up for no reason. Not a lot of people are getting chipped. Very few people are. It's not even regulated by anybody. So only morons are going to this dangerous thing company and getting RFID chips to get put in their hands, so that they can use it at their businesses and homes and shit like that. And the one girl who got it in her hand, she uses it to get into work. I'm like, her job authorized that access? Fucking strange, man. Really strange, but nonetheless, it's being done. So, yeah. Why start a fight when there's nothing there? Because they're already starting to... Whoever wrote this page, whoever wrote this article, they had to be a government plant. Had to be. Because why would you start an article off like that? I mean, like, it was seriously a bad way to start, and then calling them anti-Semitic. So did Jews create this microchipping procedure or microchips? No. Nonetheless, somehow you were, anti-Semitic and you're a conspiracy theorist. Yeah, get your chip and eat the bugs, because that's exactly, Scott, where this is going. I mean, a lot of us can sit there and be like, all right, that's a little conspiracy theorist, but there's a lot of things that are starting to add up. Now, the chip in hand, for that to happen, there has to be a cataclysmic event that shuts down the world for people to get microchipped, or for people to want to get microchipped. There has to be something bad to happen, like the Great Depression, or a meteor smashing into the planet and only destroys half the planet. Something bad has to happen for people to be like, you know what? For our survival, we got to get chipped. So, yeah. Not looking good in that sense. But let's go down the history of chipping, if you will. Now, the talk about human chipping has been around for a long time. If I'm not mistaken, it's been in the Bible. Behold the white horse. Oh, behold the pale white horse. Behold the white horse, sorry. That book, he mentions it. The guy that wrote the book mentions it. It's known as the mark of the beast. A lot of people refer to the mark of the beast as 666, but the mark of the beast also in different writings is barcode on your neck or barcode on your hand, wrist, sorry. Well, guess what? The RFID chip is pretty close to your wrist, and that's what you're using to access everything. So there is that. This has been written about biblically. So now, after the Bible's written a few thousand years later, here we are now talking about putting chips in people and testing it out. I know there was a place out in Switzerland. They were testing it out, I think, with the college students. And the college students did the same thing. They put their RFID chip in their hand, and they were able to access a lot of shit. Like they can go to a vending machine and just chip the machine. So, of course, guys, a lot of places are testing this out, and it's only a matter of time before it actually becomes a... Sorry. I got tired suddenly. I don't know what the fuck that's about. But, yeah. It's been a fucking... It's been a thing for a long time, and I could see... Listen, in our lifetime, I do not see them forcing it upon us. I really don't. I don't see them telling us you better get it or not. At least not yet. And not in our lifetime. Maybe in our kids' lifetime or our kids' lifetime, it'll become something where they're going to need to get it done. But I don't see that happening in our lifetime. I mean, listen, people right now are on edge about putting anything else in their body. I do not see people lined up. Well, no, that's a lie. There have been people lined up to getting the additional arm tickets because winter's coming. And people are getting the flu and the Mr. 19. Which, by the way, if you're getting a flu shot and the Mr. 19 shot, you're a fucking idiot. Take care of your immune system, and your immune system will take care of your body. Period. Eat healthy, and you won't need to put anything into your body. I'm 46 years old, never caught the flu. And I don't think I'm going to catch the flu anytime fucking soon. Unless I lick somebody with the flu, I don't think I'm going to catch it. He's getting sleepy. You don't know. Hook on a Stitch says you don't know. I don't know what Hook on a Stitch. I always catch the random ones. It's weird. Well, yes, Adriana, if you offer them fries. I wonder how many people did that, by the way. We're going to sidetrack a little bit. Remember that Bill de Blasio horrendous press conference to try to convince people to get the arm ticket by eating a cheeseburger and french fries? Like, if I ever wanted a burger, or at that moment, if I was hungry, and I watched this guy eating fries and a burger, like, that's one of the reasons why I don't go to Shake Shack anymore, because of him. Yes, I'm tired because I'm old, and I'm tired because I did 2 workouts today, thinking, I got this. I'll do my 2 workouts, and I'll be fine by 9 o'clock. I want to fucking go to sleep right now. I want to fucking go to bed, because my body's like, are you fucking kidding me? You're not 26 anymore. You can't do this, you know? But whatever. But yeah, when he did that horrendous video eating a burger, he's like, it tastes so good. That's why I don't go to Shake Shack anymore. So when someone tells me why I don't go to Shake Shack, I go because of Bill de Blasio. And that's all I say. I mean, like, that was a horrendous fucking, like, just tell people, hey, you want free burgers and fries, get this in your body, and we'll give you a certificate to go to Shake Shack. Don't eat it on fucking national TV, or rather local TV, so that you could discuss people and have them almost throw up. Because it was nauseating. And he chews with his fucking mouth open. God, I can't stand that. I really can't. Chewing with your mouth open is fucking... drives me insane. That's right up there with spam. That actually overtakes spam. That drives me insane. When people chew with their mouth open, what the fuck? Yeah, Benton's like, yeah, de Blasio that was nauseating. But it was painful to watch. Actually, I didn't even watch it. I watched it, I turned it off. Then, of course, they were like breaking his balls on the internet. I was just like, Why would he do that? Why? Whatever, man. If, like I said, if you were hungry at that moment, you weren't hungry anymore. You really weren't. You know, it was fucking nauseating to watch. So, guys, with the whole history of human chipping, it being foreseen in the Bible, and then this guy back in 70 something when he wrote that book, behold a white horse. I keep saying behold a pale white horse. Behold the white horse. He mentions that in his book as it being the thing because the elites were working on it. And then, of course, conspiracy theorists talking about it over the last 3-4 decades, like a lot. Here we are. They're trying to introduce it, and they're introducing it a lot slowly. Now, one thing is, a couple of people who talked about the RFID chip or the chipping of the market of beasts, 2023, everybody was supposed to be chipped. That was the theory. The conspiracy theory was everybody was supposed to be chipped, and we were supposed to be in hovering cars and hoverboards, according to Marty McFly. We're supposed to be hoverboards, cool Nike shoes, stupid hats, adjustable jackets. None of that happened. All right, so the chips had nothing to do with Back to the Future. I just threw that in there. But none of that happened. So the chip thing is taking a lot longer than I guess they would like. I don't know. Nonetheless, guys, I don't see any of us getting chipped. Now, obviously, if you're in a position where if you don't get chipped and your family's going to behold a pale, it's behold a pale horse, not pale white horse. I don't know why I keep saying pale white horse. Isn't it like one and the same? Behold a pale horse. Thank you, guys. And I have the book, and then I have like a PDF file, like everywhere on my computer, on this thing. Anyway, so guys, with that, Elon Musk's brain chip. That's concerning, right? Because as we're talking about, or society's talking about implementing RFID chips, there's something new called a skin chip, or skin microchipping, where the microchip is like your skin. It's weird, but I'm going to get into that in a little bit. But anyway, Elon Musk's brain chip firm Neuralink lines up clinical trials in humans. So I guess they're asking people to sign up for this. Implants that Musk say could allow paralyzed people to walk, already tested on a pig. And I don't know what a MACU is. A MACU? What is a MACU? Am I saying that right? MACAQUE. A MACU. Macaque? I don't know what the fuck that is. I stared at that word, and I meant to look it up to see what animal it was, but I didn't. But anyway, these things were already tested. So I'm wondering if they paralyzed the pig and then gave it this chip. Whatever. The billionaire entrepreneur Elon Musk's brain chip startup is preparing to launch clinical trials in humans. Foreskin dip. Nope, that doesn't. All right, no one's answering it. So, listen, guys. Of course, there are going to be people who are. It's a monkey. All right. Okay, that makes sense. Someone said a little monkey McCue. Right, it was spelled MACAQUE. My mother's father says it's a monkey. All right. So, guys, again, I don't trust Elon Musk. A lot of people are like, he's going to save us. Save us to what? Go to Mars? We're not going to fucking Mars. Mars is not for us, man. You guys saw the movie with Matt Damon, Elysium. That place isn't for us. That's for the rich. The rest of us are going to sit down here and suffer, fight with one another over fucking water and Triscuits, whatever. Someone said McHugh is like a parrot. That's a macaw, right? Isn't that different? And yeah, putting a Neuralink chip in a monkey. We all saw Planet of the Apes. It didn't work out well for the fucking humans. It really did. Anyway, guys, Musk, who co-founded Neuralink in 2016, has promised that the technology will enable someone with paralysis to use a smartphone with their mind faster than someone using thumbs. Why? So I don't think he's promising them to walk anymore. I don't think so. Silicon Valley company, which has already successfully implanted artificial intelligent microchips in the brain of a McHugh monkey, all right, named Pager and a pig named Gertrude, fitting, is now recruiting for clinical trial director to run the test of the technology in humans. Interesting. So they're recruiting a clinical trial director so that when the shit goes sideways, they can blame that poor fucking sap. Anyway, so with that, guys, yeah, no, thank you. Leave me in my wheelchair, please. I'll fucking throw darts at my fucking lifeless legs because I don't want. Because the problem with this Neuralink, guys, is that it's got a link to, if I'm not mistaken, it links to something else, right? Like a satellite or some shit like that. What's stopping them from taking over your brain? Hell, forget about Elon Musk. Let's just say he doesn't do it. What happens? What stops somebody from hacking into your brain? Nothing. Nothing stops them from hacking into your brain. So this is definitely a pause for concern. I know that they're going to have people who want to walk again. We're going to have people who want to walk again sign up for this, especially if they could promise it. But listen, that's a hard promise. That is a hard promise that so many things could go wrong in a test trial. And you're already paralyzed, let's just say your legs from your waist down, and then you put this thing in your body, and now you're paralyzed from your fucking neck down. Might not be worth it, man. It might not be worth it. But listen, I'm not paralyzed, so I don't know. Granted, it's easy for me to say I'll stay fucking legless, but if they offered this and I was fucking like, and I couldn't walk, and I used to walk at one point, I could probably consider it. Anyway, guys, so next article is human microchipping is here, but it's about to rock your skin's world. This is an article I read online. Sounded super gay, but the article jumped out at me because of the skin. So it's more like a skin-based microchip than it is an RFID chip in the media hand. This skin microchip would almost be like almost like flesh on top of your skin, or maybe integrated into your skin. So it's even smaller than an RFID chip. Right? RFID chip is like about that big and like super skinny. This is like almost like paper thin, like skin on your skin. So for us, microchips will make life more convenient. A Swedish incubator epicenter began microchipping its employees in 2015. This is what I was talking about, but they also did it in the college. Not to track bathroom breaks or productivity, but to give them the power to operate printers and more. So here's the sell with the microchips, guys. They want to sell microchips to people by saying your life's going to be easier if you get this done. Listen, I'd rather fucking rub two sticks together and create fire than do this shit, right? Then it's everything needs to, not everything needs to be easy, and they want everything to be easy. The RFID chip isn't the only technology being used. Grindhouse Wetware is a biohacking startup in Pittsburgh. It is experimenting with powered implants. Now, RFID chips is powered by the device it interacts with, like a card scanner at an office door, or like an office door, while implants are powered by internally by a battery. Now, they did create a battery, guys, that was like again, paper thin. This was created maybe 6-7 years ago. Super thin battery, and you can cut it to any piece, any size you want, and it would power whatever device you needed. They don't have the hookup for it yet, like the standard batteries we have the little slots for them or compartment for it. This is a thin sheet of battery, thin paper sheet battery kind of deal. Co-founder, wait a minute, sorry, did I? No, I didn't. All right. Co-founder Tim Cannon inserts a monitor slightly smaller than a stack of credit cards in his forearms that would read his temperature through Bluetooth, transmit that information to his Android. The monitor is called Circadia. Can be used to control a Bluetooth thermostat to call an ambulance if Cannon's temperature spikes or drops too suddenly. This is at what do they call that? There's a term for it where they introduce technology and they only use it for like one thing. what happens is now he's selling this. He's like, well, we could put this in patients who have terminal illness of some kind, and it monitors their skin behavior, their temperature, their vital signs, and if something drastically shifts in their vital sign, this implant will call 911 and get the ambulance rolling in the whole 9 yards. That's the other thing about the RFID chip as well, is the new technology they want for it. If something bad happens to you and the chip scans the body or senses stress in the body, it will call 911 for you and set the cops out and order an ambulance. So if you are having vigorous sex and this thing feels your body stressing out, have the cops knocking at your door because your heart rate's through the roof and your body's stressing, not you, but your body is, and here come the fucking police knocking on your door. So, guys, this was to prove we could design and implant a subdermal device in the body for non-medical purposes. All of these devices, guys, do not get it confused. All of these devices will be used for tracking, productivity, and medical. All of them. They're saying they're not now. But they also said your cell phone wasn't going to invade your privacy. One conspiracy theorist was talking about how cell phones would invade your privacy 20, 30 years ago. Now, cell phones are invading our privacies by listening to everything we talk about. Hence, whenever you talk about a cheeseburger, you get 5 different cheeseburger restaurants popping up on your phone now, right? So, again, this is definitely going to invade people's privacy, especially when they put a listening device in it. And believe me and you, they are working on, if they don't already have, microscopic listening devices so they can put into these devices to put into your body. So they can record everything you're saying. Now you are a walking, talking surveillance camera, or a listening device for that matter. So let's go. All right. We're looking at what abilities humans could have evolved to have biologically, but didn't, like bioluminescence. For some reason, that's the second time I read this shit, where our evolvement or evolving should somewhere involve bioluminescence. I don't fucking know why. I don't care. Scott, I'm not answering that question because that's gonna go down a rabbit hole we not gonna do on this channel. So this is where, guys, skin technology meets cosmetic. There is a green light LED on this Arcadia that we put there for pure practical purposes, to identify it so people can see it's there, to tell if the device was connected to Bluetooth or not, also to tell where the device actually is. But the light kind of backlit a tattoo on his arm, and people got very excited because he had it right underneath the skin, not in the muscle, not in the meaty part of any body part, right underneath the skin. That led to the development of the North Star, a device that sits under the skin on top of your hand and lights up in a shape of a red star. And that's all there is. It's aesthetics. Version 2 of this device will include gesture recognition. You can gesture with your hands and kick off a reaction like starting your car, locking your door, or turning your lights on. Right? And so those gestures will get your car started, door open, or light on. Very fucking interesting. Imagine you'll be like Harry Potter in your own home. You want to turn the oven on. You're like, and the oven turns on, right? TV, right? TV turns on. So yeah, man, this is very, very bad. Because the problem is, morons are going to look at this and go, I want to turn my TV on with my hands. I want to do jazz hands around my house. This is how they're going to get them. They get people with they get people with the stupidest ideas, the stupidest things. People line up to do shit. People are like drones, man. Drones. All right? So if people are like, or give the middle finger, right. People are such like drones. I was looking at something today, and I was watching this trend unfold, and I'm like, are we gonna be fucking pussies about this? Are we serious? You know, and it was just like people will follow a trend in a heartbeat. And like, granted, there's some trends that are worthy of following. There's some trends that are not. I every time I do something, if I see it develop into a trend, I'll either stop doing it or won't do it at all. There's shit like I want to do, like for example, go to Bali. I really wanted to go to Bali, but now behind the scenes Instagram videos, people are destroying Bali. There are too many tourists there now. These places that were nice looking and kept quiet and secretive and the whole 9 yards, nothing, man. It's inundated with fucking morons. So I don't like going there. When we were at the Blue Dome in Greece, I was like, there can't be that many people here, right? Turn the fucking corner, there's a line going down to the Blue Domes in Greece, in Santorini, that is. And I'm like, what the fuck, man? You know, like I got a couple spots in the woods, man, where it can easily be turned into a tourist trap, and I'll never let anybody fucking know where those places are, especially for photography use. There are a lot of places that people can go, and a lot of places that I've gone and go to where you can definitely attract people to go. I'll never share those locations with those people, or anyone for that matter. But the real McCoy, this is all leading to laziness. Now, talking about laziness, by the way, the rolling bags that everybody has in the airports, I look at that as lazy. Like if you're old and you have a rolling bag, fine. If you're 15 years old and you're rolling a bag in a fucking, I carry my shit. I carry my shit on my back and in my hand. I just don't know. Every time I see people rolling their bags, I'm like, God, that's like the start of laziness. Whatever happened to just carrying your luggage? It makes it so easy. And yeah, I get it. When you go to fucking LaGuardia or JFK Airport and your flight is on the opposite end of the fucking airport, you're like, motherfuckers. It's a half-hour walk sometimes, 20-minute walk to get from one side of the airport to the other. I still carry my shit. But me, man, yeah, I think that we started the lazy trend with certain things. And I think I'm blaming the bags on this one. The rolling airport bags or luggage, if you will. Now we had rolling luggages when we were kids, but we also carried them as well. But to roll your shit, I don't know. It's just that's like a pet peeve of mine. I don't know why I get annoyed by it when I see people in it. Hudson Valley, let me know, man. I need to do some camping as well. I mean, hopefully I'll be able to see my mother's spark, but I definitely I need to get the fuck out of the city. I'm about to choke half a dozen motherfuckers on a daily basis, and it's all those guys on scooters, fucking scooting around and shit. Anyway, guys, basically the chipping, microchipping, skin chipping, whatever the hell they're going to go with, whatever it's going to be. There are other companies right now that are trying to put this in your blood. That's where the nanotechnology comes in. The blood thing we're probably not going to see for a long, long time, but I've heard of conversation and read an article a while ago, making your blood, your body, one giant RFID chip. Be careful of that shit. First aid, and it's no longer September, and I should do it this week, actually. I'll do the fitness video on what you call it this week, because I owe rogue preparedness a video or two. So thank you for reminding me, Mario. I've been so busy with all my other bullshit. Well, and women can absolutely roll their luggages. I get it. But we're not women. Men. Men should be carrying their shit. And if you're old or you have a bad back or fucked up shoulder, yeah, then roll it. Listen, I pack like a motherfucker. Well, the majority of my weight comes from my camera gear. So whenever I'm on a plane, my camera gear is easily 40 pounds, close to 50 sometimes. I carry it, and then I have a duffel bag full of clothes. Now, I know women and guys, we vary with clothing, because all I need is like 4 pairs of underwear, 5 pairs of socks, and I'm good to go. I could wear the same shit over and over again. You know, but I know women, you guys have to have like an article of clothing change every hour on the hour when you go on a vacation. You know, Women are like, oh, it's what time? It's 5 o'clock. It's dinner time. Let me change into my dinner wardrobe. Right? Then you finish eating. Then like 7 o'clock rolls around. Oh, it's after hour drinks. I'm gonna change in my after hour wardrobe. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? Just keep one fucking thing on. Let's do this shit. Uh, Ligma, Sack. How did I lose the weight? Why is it the topic of conversation? That conversation should be on the Angryprepper Fitness channel. I'm probably never going to do a live stream on there, but if I do, it'll be in the mornings actually. But how did I lose the weight? I started staring at pictures of Rosie O'Donnell and was like, ugh, I don't want to look like that. I just started walking, man. I started walking workouts at home. I'm about to hit the gym again, start lifting weights, picking shit up and putting it down, starting to hit that again. So I've been priming my body for working out with weights so I don't fucking tear anything, you know? But, yeah. But this RFID or this microchipping shit, guys, and this ploy of we're worse than anti-vaxxers is bad. What they're going to tell you about microchipping, guys, is going to make life easier. It's going to make things faster and more convenient. Those are the things they're going to sell. And then they're going to be like, your medical information. When you go to the doctor, you'll just be able to scan your hand and we'll have all your information no matter where you go. You know? And you're going to be like, that's fucking bullshit. You know? Yes, it does make things faster. It does make it way more convenient, especially with your medical records and or dental records. Especially if something happens to you in an accident and your body's mangled beyond recognition, they could just scan your hand. Now, there have been cases where bodies were found, no ID, and till this day, those people have not been identified. All right? There was a girl whose body was found in Harlem about 10 years ago. Harlem. By the projects on 125th Street, and I want to say Amsterdam. They found her body in the projects, like the playground area, something like that. They could not identify this girl. Some surmised that she was a fucking hooker. And they weren't able to identify her till 5 years later when her aunt saw the picture, didn't realize that she was missing, saw the picture, and was like, oh shit, that's my niece. And then identified her 5 years later. I remember reading the article 5 years later and thinking to myself, what kind of fucking aunt is she that she didn't know where the fuck her niece was? Anyway, they couldn't identify her. Her face wasn't mangled beyond recognition, but they just couldn't identify her. With this RFID or microchipping shit, they'll be able to scan your body, know exactly who you are as soon as they walk up to the body. That's probably the only upside. You get lost in the woods, you die in the woods, your body turns into a skeleton. They're like, man, what was he? Or a bear rips you apart, and they go, who was this? They scan whatever's left of your body, and they'll be like, oh shit, that's the Angryprepper. It's been missing for 5 years in the woods, you know? But, don't do it, guys. Just don't. Whatever bullshit they're gonna say, don't buy into it. I mean, I'm pretty sure I don't have to tell you guys this. A lot of you guys are not going to do this. This is just a ploy to get you into the system so that they can track you. Because once they start tracking you guys, then they're going to sit there and track your productivity at work. They're probably going to track your productivity first and then track your whereabouts. Verona tragedy. By the way, Verona tragedy, is that related to Romeo and Juliet? I'm pretty sure it is. But 5x5 means loud and clear. Or copy. No, it means loud and clear. Like, how do you hear me? 5x5. Loud and clear. All right? But, yeah. Bad news. So now this is going to have every piece of information about you will be housed in here. Your shopping habits, your sleeping habits, again, your dental, your medical, right? Your dating habits, who you dated, who you're married to, how many kids you have, your blood type, whether or not you like comedy movies or horror movies, what kind of food you eat, the whole 9 yards, man. It'll have everything about you. The problem with all of this technology, guys, is it's very, very hackable. All right, very hackable. They're going to tell you they can't hack it. Anything that emits a signal can be hacked. Hack the signal, right? It's like a fucking hacker's mantra or some shit like that, right? Hack the signal. There's signals flying all over the place. There's Bluetooth and information in there, and just grab it out of the sky. Hack the signal. You have any kind of tech on your body related to microchipping, they're going to hack your shit, dupe your shit, and be you and walk around and buy shit. Meanwhile, you won't realize this to the next day, like your credit card, but a little more, because this will alleviate cash. There'll be no more cash if this thing takes hold, because with microchipping, you'll never have to touch cash again. That's the other downside of it. They want to get rid of cash with this shit, because everything will be fucking, you know, everything will be, what you call it? Thanks, Prepper Revelator. And guys, yeah, do me a favor. Hit the thumbs up or the thumbs down, whatever floats your boat. If you don't like me tonight, just hit the thumbs down. If you like me tonight, hit the thumbs up. You know how it goes. It helps out with the algorithm. Someone said, I'm going to bed. Enough is enough. You're going to bed. I want to fucking go to bed too, man. Shit. I want to fucking bounce. But I can't. I got another show to do. That's going to be about 20 minutes. And every time I say that about the angry truth, it's going to be 20 minutes. It winds up being fucking 45 minutes to an hour. Well, horses. Exactly, right? So imagine, you're like, you'll never have to touch money ever again. You'll never have to touch another doorknob or check into a hotel. So all you have to do is scan your hand and you checked in. I mean, right now, guys, you could check into a hotel off your phone. I have to admit, I do it all the time because I don't want to talk to the people at the front desk. So with Hilton, you could check in on the app on your phone, and you go dee dee dee, and you checked in. And then you walk right in and go straight to your room, and you don't even have to get a key from them. You could use your phone as the key. And that phone key shit is crazy, because you could be like 5 feet away from the door, and you hear your room unlock, which is sort of a bad thing because that's too fucking far. But I do it all the time. I enjoy that feature. Would I get a chip to do that? No. And they will implement the chip to do that. So every vacation travel, guys, everywhere you stayed, this thing will track you. Everywhere you go. So it's definitely going to be that will piss him off. Connie, yeah, wearing this shirt, be hard to kill. Someone was like, what does that mean? I'm like, what do you think it means? I'm like the way the person was asking, like, what does that mean? Be hard to kill. I'm like, it means be physically fit, so you're not a fat fucking fuck. And the lady, of course, who asked me that, she was overweight. So when I said that, she shut down and walked away from me. I'm like, be hard to kill. Like, it's almost self-explanatory. But I have people asking me, well, what does that mean? Seriously, liberal? It's self-explanatory what fucking be hard to kill means. Get in shape enough that you're hard to kill. And people go, oh. I was like, what did you think that means? That I'm hard to kill? No, I'm not fucking bulletproof. You know, like, fucking people, man. But it's just insane. But yeah, guys, listen. This is going to be another fight. I don't see this becoming a thing yet. But like I said, they're setting the stage. Like they set the stage for Mr. 19 and the ARM ticket, and now they're pushing the ARM ticket and it's bullshit for the second round. And when I mean the second round, I'm talking about the version 2 of it. And they're like, people should take it because this version's a lot better. What? What in the actual fuck? It's a lot better? To say that the new ARM ticket is a lot better, it's like saying the new iPhone 15 is a lot better. What in the actual fuck? How is a ARM ticket a lot better? It's an ARM ticket, man. It's a shot. But yo, that's what they're pushing. And people are sitting there going, I want a new version of the ARM ticket. Yeah, man, why not? and then people are lining up for this shit because it's smoother in the body. I made that up. I made that part up. But I mean, it's just like they act like it's it's going to interact with the body a lot better and it's going to protect you a little more, not more, not 100%, but a little more. Why am I taking fucking an arm ticket for a little more protection? If I want a little more protection, I'll fucking put myself in a bodysuit condom and then don't touch or talk to anybody. Why would I put that bullshit in my body? But that's what they're pushing. And people are lining up in the CVS and Dwayne Reed's to get this shit. In the doctor's office, by the way. So a lot of people, what the thing is, guys, is that the campaign of do your part is a dangerous campaign. Dangerous. Because they're going to sit there and go, you want to do your part for society? Go get the arm ticket. It was just like Starship Troopers. You want to do your a favor for society? You want to do your part for society? Become a what was that? The military guys, right? Become what you call it, soldier, and you'll be doing your part to fight against the bugs. I'm like, very Hitler-esque. You know who else said that? Hitler. Do your part and support Germany. And look how that fucking turned out. So again, guys, very Hitler-esque kind of speech going on, and people don't realize it. And when people are told to do their part, they go, their chest comes out, shoulders go back. I'm like, I'm going to do my part. I'm going to go get the arm ticket. And they run out there like fucking monkeys, lemmings, and they get the arm ticket because they were doing their part. Because I had somebody actually tell me the reason why they took the arm ticket is because they wanted to do their part. But, and this is the person saying it, but little did I know all the bullshit that was going to come behind it. Because he fell for the do your part. You know? So again, guys, it's all bullshit. We weren't doing our part. And for those of us that didn't do our parts, remember the celebrities that were motherfuckering us? Right? They were like, oh, those people, they don't care about society. They want to get their grandfathers and other old people sick because they want to do X, Y, and Z, and they want to do what they want to do. You know, and we were fucking outcasts for a little while. Well, fuck them and their blood clot legs because we won. You know? But yeah, guys, it's dangerous language is coming up, and we definitely got to be prepared for that. So, on the Angry Truth channel, guys, we're going to talk about a game changer that could possibly affect YouTube and help YouTube creators, Instagram and Facebook creators as well. But we're going to talk about that in about 2 minutes. Thank you, Johnny, for the heads up. We're definitely going to talk about that tonight. When I heard that and I read the article, I was like, holy shit. This is going to be awesome. I mean, really awesome. But we shall see. We shall see if this takes hold. And according to a certain judge, this looks like this is heading in the right direction. Anyway, guys, what do we got here? We got 1 more minute left. And I'm going to hem and haw for that 1 more minute until I hit the hour mark and then go off the air. Also, I'm going to do a walkthrough. I haven't decided one yet. I want to do a walkabout in this neighborhood. I want to hit all the crack spot locations so you guys can see what we're dealing with in the city and all the bullshit that's going on behind the shit that's dealt with the city. And I also want to do one downtown with the illegal immigrants. I definitely want to get that out of the way so that you guys can get a sense of what's going on here in the city. Pandemonium. All kinds of shit's going on. All kinds of shit's going on in the city, and a lot of shit's not being talked about. But instead, they want to take down Columbus' statue and motherfuck George Washington. That's the focus in New York City right now. They want a reparations committee to sit there and talk about how George Washington was bad and Columbus statue needs to come down, but not the illegal immigrants and the crime. Let's go for the low-hanging fruit, right? Adriana said, walk by 40th between 5th and 6th. Definitely will. Time's up, you're off the hook. All right, guys, I'm off the hook now. It's 10 o'clock. Thank you for watching. I will be back next week. ABG, prepping. I did hear about the building the wall now. Now they want to build the wall. I read that article this morning. I was like, these motherfuckers. They motherfucked Trump. They called him xenophobic, racist for wanting to build a wall. Now the Democrats are like, yo, we got to build that wall. We got to make it happen. Anyway, guys, I will see some of you guys over the Angry Truth channel. I will see the rest of you guys next Tuesday or next week sometime. All right, guys, other than that, thank you for watching.